Ever tried to copy that sleek coffee shop latte at home, only to end up with a watery espresso that tastes more like hot water than anything you'd order? I've been there clicking through endless listings, looking at glossy photos, thinking this one's got the perfect grinder, the frother, the one-touch magic, and then the moment you actually plug it in, it feels like you've bought a fancy paperweight. It's frustrating because a lot of these machines promise a personalized CAF experience, but the reality can be a daily hassle that eats up counter space, time, and money. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this video, I'm breaking down the DeLonghi Dinamica Plus so you can tell whether it's the kind of thing that will actually simplify your mornings or just add another gadget you ignore. First off, the category we're dealing with here is the super automatic espresso machine. That means the whole process from grinding the beans to steaming the milk is supposed to be handled by the machine at the push of a button. In theory, that's perfect for anyone who wants CAF-quality drinks without learning how to tamp or calibrate pressure. In practice, the real question is how well the machine balances convenience with the nuances that make a coffee good. The Dinamica Plus offers 24 drink options, 3 user profiles, and a 13-step grinder, which sounds like a lot, but the way those features actually play out matters more than the headline numbers. If you're the type who wakes up, walks to the kitchen, and wants a latte in under a minute, the built-in Conical Burr grinder is a real time saver. I tested it with a medium roast and a darker blend, and the grind consistency stayed uniform across the 13 settings, which means you don't get those uneven extractions that make some cups bitter and others sour. The machine automatically doses the right amount of ground coffee for each recipe, so you're not guessing how many scoops to use. That alone cuts the learning curve dramatically for beginners. On the flip side, the grinder is housed inside the main unit, so cleaning the grind chamber is a bit of a chore. You have to pull the hopper out, brush the burrs, and run a cleaning cycle every few weeks if you switch beans often. If you're someone who likes to experiment with different origins and roast levels on a weekly basis, that extra maintenance step could become a nuisance. The milk system, which DeLonghi calls the latte crema, is another area where the machine tries to shine. It offers 3 frothing modes: hot milk, cold milk, and a cappuccino setting that adds a bit of foam. In a real-world test, the hot milk mode produced a silky texture that held up well when poured over a ristretto, and the cold mode gave a smooth, slightly aerated milk that works for iced lattes. The key advantage here is the automatic steam wand. You just press the button, select the froth level, and the machine does the rest. That's a massive win for anyone who hates the learning curve of a traditional steam wand. However, the frother does have a hidden trade-off. It uses the same boiler for coffee extraction and milk steaming, so if you're making back-to-back drinks, the temperature can dip a few degrees between drinks. In my testing, after 2 consecutive cappuccinos, the espresso pulled was a touch cooler, which meant a marginal loss of crema. If you're serving a small household and making 1 drink at a time, you probably won't notice, but a busy office kitchen might feel that slowdown. The 3.5-inch TFT touchscreen is where the user experience really diverges from older button-only models. The display is bright, the icons are intuitive, and you can quickly scroll through the 24 preset recipes or customize your own by adjusting strength, volume, and milk ratio. The Smart One Touch feature even learns which drinks you make most often and surfaces them on the home screen, which saves a few taps each morning. For tech-savvy users, the ability to store up to 4 different profiles means each family member can have their coffee just the way they like it. No need to remember the exact button sequence. That said, the interface can feel a little finicky if your kitchen lighting is harsh. The screen sometimes misreads a tap, forcing you to press again. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you value absolute reliability on the first touch. Now, let's talk value. The Dinamica Plus sits in the higher mid-price range for super automatic machines, and the price tag is justified mainly by the combination of the built-in grinder, the automatic milk system, and the customizable profiles. If you compare it to buying a separate grinder, a manual espresso machine, and a standalone milk frother, the total cost can actually be lower, especially when you factor in the convenience of everything being housed in one footprint. But you're also paying for the brand's reputation and the warranty support that comes with DeLonghi. If you're a casual coffee drinker who only needs a plain drip coffee a few times a week,